Welcome back to another episode of In the Foxhole. I'm your host, JC.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Angela.
Hi.
We still didn't figure out what we're going to call this. I think we joked around about in our foxhole, but that just sounded a little, just a little off. So I don't know if we're going to go with that one. But this episode is just going to be Angela and I talking. We're going to talk about a couple things, some current events, if you will, some shows and speaking opportunities that we have coming up in the near future. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy the next 30 minutes of who knows what. And you never know what you're going to get out of it. Because we don't either.
We didn't plan any content for this one. Sometimes, and we have a few upcoming episodes with the two of us. We have some planned content, but we just wanted to come on here and be real. And like you said, talk about what we have coming up. So next week, we are kicking off show season, I guess I'd call it.
Yeah, that's a good name, I guess. I don't know. I call it travel season.
Okay.
Because I'm excited to start traveling. We haven't traveled on a plane since Europe.
Yeah.
December. So next week we'll be heading out to Phoenix, Arizona to Home Service Expo.
Workshop.
I don't know why I keep saying Expo. Home Service Workshop, formerly Responsicon, out in Arizona with Kurt and his team and with Responsibid. And this will be the third year in a row that I've gone to that, and just such a fun, intimate show. And the first time I went there was just with Annika, my daughter.
That was your first time.
Yeah, she was 8 years old, and it was the first time that she's flown with me alone. And it's just, I called and I said, "Hey, can I bring my daughter?" Like, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, okay. You know, most people wouldn't really say, yeah, bring your kids to an event like this, but they graced me with the opportunity to bring Annika, and they were just the most welcoming, like, host ever. They made and I keep saying Angela, that's you. They made Annika feel like just like she belonged there. At 8 years old, she's in this little suit, dressed like me, with her laptop, typing away, and it was just such a fun show. And it was at that very moment that I said, I'm going to be a Responsicon attendee for life. Like, even if I didn't ever use Responsibid, I got so much value out of the hacking rooms out there. Kurt just builds this amazing show for people to want to get there, get vulnerable, and just break down those small hacking rooms, which makes it so much fun. So I'm excited because this will be the first time that I'll be speaking there. I think you got maybe a keynote opportunity there.
So yes, I am doing a keynote. We're both teaching workshops and doing hacking rooms.
Yeah.
So super exciting. We have all kinds of great things that we are this week in the prep for. But my first time to Responsicon last year, I kind of had FOMO. I was entering the home service space. I had just heard of you. But heard great things about this show. And yeah, I hadn't met Kurt a year ago either, but so excited.
Weren't you supposed to go to this one?
I was supposed to go to this
so
one
I thought so.
year, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember hearing about you at the show. Ooh, it's been a year already. Holy cow.
It's been a year, but like you said, it's fun to enter travel season again. Last year, once we enter this season, it's like we are seemingly, I mean, once we met, we were like at shows every other week.
And right now, every single month, January, February, March, April, I'm not sure yet. May, is Clipicon. So we're traveling or hosting a show. So we'll kick off with Responsicon, flying out Tuesday to Phoenix, and we're staying at the Gia. I think it's called Gia. It looks like Gila River Casino and Resort. It's an incredible place. Super excited to be there. And, just the attendees and the speakers there are just a wealth of knowledge and so much fun to be around. And again, it's such an intimate show, which makes it so much fun to be there because you get to actually get down into it and actually work on what you are implementing or implement what you've learned while you're there. So that's
yeah, they have the unique hacking rooms, which, like we said, we'll both be leading, but you dive in, not just listen to speakers, but spend your afternoons actually getting stuff done so that you leave with those things implemented.
Yeah. So we got Phoenix, Arizona.
Excited to see our friends. Like I said,
very excited. And we'll be speaking, but not speaking together. But
on our own stages.
Yes, we'll be separate. Then we come back and then we go to Orlando for the PWMCA. That's the expo with Jamie Schmidt down in Orlando, Florida. And that will be the first time that we have a speaking opportunity together. So she's excited.
We are excited because you came up with the great idea. And we're excited about the combined content of it, but you always have brilliant, funny ideas, and I'm excited about our speech.
Should we tell them what the name is?
Yeah.
All right. So we for a while we've been talking about speaking together and getting on stage and sharing the stage together and just kind of see that dynamic. You don't see it too often out there. And I wish there was more opportunities or more people out there doing it, especially couples, because I think it's fun. I think it's it's fun to see it on stage and see it like raw. When I was at the Apex multi-million-dollar mastermind or million-dollar mastermind 2 years ago, Ryan and Amy Stewman were on stage together, and like just to see their dynamic. And I remember this so vividly. Like I was single JC in the audience, didn't know what I was doing. And then Ryan's on stage. He introduces his wife. Amy comes out there, and there's like this one moment where they're staring at each other. And like you could just see the love connecting through them. But then they got on there and started talking and just being able to bounce off each other and share the energy with the stage. So anyway, it's been a passion of mine or something I've been wanting to do with you. And Jamie allowed us that opportunity to go down to Orlando and speak there. I wanted a fun subject and an even catchier title. So did some thought on what we could be really good at talking about. And we figured communication was a good one because that's like something that everybody has to deal with every single day, whether it's a relationship with your spouse, significant other, or with your team or with customers. So communication is going to be the subject. And what the F did you say is going to be the title? And it's just going to be an hour of hopefully Angela and I communicating properly to each other and deliver our point on effective verbal and nonverbal communication to help make your company and yourself more successful. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the content. You did a great job on the title. Which goes with the content. And yeah, it'll be exciting to share the stage together. We've been wanting to do it. And so stay tuned.
So that's February.
After we'll give we'll probably do a recap of some of the content and episode on our own.
Yeah.
On communication.
If we're still communicating. Yeah.
If it goes well. If sharing the stage goes well. And then
so that's January, then there's February, then there's March, which is the one we are so excited about. And been working in the background for months now, absolute just grinding, trying to get this show to be the best event to kick off your season with Sales Boost Live 2024 in Wilmington, North Carolina, March 20th to 23rd. And, the two shows that we're talking about, home service workshop, love it. Intimate, great. I mean, great time. Just so much implementation there because you're there in it. Like you just don't want to leave till you're doing it. Home service, MCA, awesome, well-rounded pressure washing, window cleaning. You have the vendors out there showing all the cool products they have. Some great lineup of speakers out there. But then we're really going to get into it because let's think about it. You're a business owner. When are you most stressed in your business? And it's usually two answers to that. One, employees, because you can't find them or they just don't want to work. So that's just normal. But two is sales. Like when sales are down, we're stressed. We're trying to figure out how we can do things to get the ball rolling, to get the customers calling, to get the jobs booked and all that stuff. But when sales are good, we're usually happier. Things are going good and everything. So we want to kickstart everybody in March on their pressure washing, window cleaning, lawn care, or even getting rock and rolling for the Christmas light installation season because you can start selling Christmas lights now on everything you can execute to be like a rock star in sales. So
it's going to be amazing. Like you said, exciting announcement just happened this last week.
Yep. So Pat and Sheila are stepping down as the, I guess, CEO, if you will, and taking over along with Angela to carry on their legacy for Sales Boost. And I tell you, it's big shoes to fill because
Yeah.
the bar they set last year, it was incredible. And I've seen like how much work we've been putting into this over the last couple of months. And we just want to make sure that like we're over delivering, that when you come out of there, Sales Boost 2024 in March, like you're already signing up for 2025 because you just see how much value you're getting out of that. And I just got off the phone with Pat a little while ago. I didn't even tell you,
Oh.
but I've heard from 2, maybe 3 people already. Like, you guys assembled the Avengers. Like, the speaker lineup is incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, I can't even go through them all. Brandon Vaughn, Tommy Mello, Pat Clark, Matt Clark, David Carroll, yourself, myself, Ryan Fox, Ryan Lee, Megan. Like, I mean, that's
Michael Gregory, Dan Plata, Sam
Jonathan
Gimbel,
Maynard,
Mike Andes,
Libby, Amanda Powell, Adam
Marvin.
McChesney, Marvin.
We might have got them all.
I feel like we're missing one. I don't know. There's 22 right now, and we're probably going to add a couple more, but I can't see a stage that I remember in the last couple of years where you have so much talent in 2.5 days, like just focusing on one thing. That's the thing about Sales Boost. Like all these trade shows you go to, it's broad. It's like everything in your business. It's sales, it's marketing, it's employees, it's leadership, it's equipment, all that stuff. Like this right here is focused on getting your sales machine well-oiled, tuned, put in the turbocharge in there, and ready to go. So it's whether you're coming as the owner operator, whether you're going to bring your salesperson, whether you're going to bring your office, because we are opening this up for everybody. And the sale begins when that phone rings. So that might be you, but it might be the office.
Yep.
And it ends when the technician leaves. So you've got plenty of opportunities for a sale to happen. I mean, you could sell it on the phone. You could have the in-person salesperson go out there and sell on the job site. But then your technicians are out there completing the job. Well, guess what? The roof wasn't quoted, the gutters weren't quoted. So why don't they go upsell while they're on there? So it's important that we as business owners shift our mentality and realize like, hey, I don't need to do it all. I've got an incredible sales team to do this. I've got technicians that know how to upsell. I've got an incredible office staff that can call the day prior and see if we can upsell a dryer vent cleaner or something just to add to that ticket. So Sales Boost, it's pretty incredible.
Yes. And like you said, just an immersed environment of sales that, just like we talked about, leaving with implementation, we're diving into every aspect of the sale for every team member and really into the parts of psychology of the sale, great scripts to use, that you're going to leave with this not only fire, but really well-oiled sales machine. Like we said, you shouldn't just bring yourself. The people that we know that brought their teams last year just described it as, it's different when you go back and take it to your team and tell them another lesson and it's still your voice versus them getting to be in that environment and that energy around those speakers, being able to go through the training themselves. So incredible, like you said, incredible lineup. And one thing about all of these events, and that we're really trying to focus on at Sales Boost, is all the unique opportunities in the in-between. It's not just the speakers and the sessions from the stage, but all the different opportunities that you have to network with people and make connections. Last year was my first year. So diving into Sales Boost, I was actually at this event last year. And met all of these incredible people. But the relationships that you make when you invest in yourself and choose to show up at these events are things that will exponentially change you as a person, change your life, and change your business. You are going to learn sales scripts that if you just learn and implement the things that you are taught, that will absolutely make a difference in your business. Our goal is to provide content, that all of the content that you're learning, whether you're learning, like you said, about the admin, about the text in the sale, all the different places of the sales cycle, and all kinds of other great things in your business. If you implement just the facts, yes, it will make a difference. But one of the biggest things is those conversations in between and those relationships that you make. It has certainly been a huge evidence in my life. The relationships that I have made at these events over the last year, these people have become some of my best friends, our best friends. A lot of them were already your close friends. But they've become your tribe that we talk about on this show all of the time, that are there for you to stretch you and there for you in those foxhole moments. And these are your chances and opportunities to make an investment in yourself, to show up, get yourself there. And that is where you create your tribe.
Yeah, absolutely. And people ask me all the time, like, JC, what show do I go to? I do travel to all the shows. I've been to pretty much everything in the watch and industry show, and go to all of them if you can. And there's each one has its value depending on where you're at in your business right now. Like, if you want to go check out some vendors and see what's new and what's cool like that, go to the PWMCA in February or go to the huge convention. You got a vendor lineup where you can see it all. But if you're really trying to increase your sales and grow your company, Sales Boost is a niche show. It's very like just tuned into working on sales and building that system out. Once you get your sales system going, and it's a well-oiled machine, like, things are going good. You're gonna start being proactive and not reactive. And
sales solves all the problems.
oh God. I mean, if I can just look back at every day I was stressed, it was because I probably opened up the books and saw that, like, there's nothing on schedule for a week out. And that's where I get stressed. But the thing, like you talked about, why you should bring somebody else or why send somebody else instead of you. Well, there's probably like three reasons why. I got 7 fingers up here. But one, you're going to empower your team. By sending a salesperson, a technician, the office person, you're going to empower them. They're going to feel part of the team. They're going to feel entrusted, like that they're going to go there, be able to learn it, and come back and implement that with you. Because when we're going as business owners, our mindset is completely different than a technician. It's completely different than a salesperson. We're thinking big, like, how am I going to do all this at once? But if you send your salesperson out there, they're going to go there, focus on how they're going to become a better salesperson. Now, if I went there and I learned from Michael, I learned from Tommy, I learned from Brandon, I learned from you, I've got, 22 different speakers that I'm going to go back and say, all right, guys, I just learned all this stuff from all these speakers, and this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. And now it's like the telephone game. It's like, well, Tommy said that he wants to dream, and there's dreams that are big and so and it's going to get relayed back, and the message is not going to get delivered as impactful coming from me as if they were there themselves and hearing it, because they're going to be hearing like, oh, and it's going to resonate with them different, because we could tell them the same thing over and over. It's like your kids.
Yeah,
we could tell them, the sky is blue all day, and like, no, Dad, it's yellow. And then their friend goes, hey, Dad, the sky's blue. Like, hey, Dad, the sky's blue? I've been telling you that your whole life. So by having them there in the seats and listening to it and taking the notes, and then let them come back to you and say, hey, JC, it's at Sales Boost, and I was listening to Brandon Vaughn speak, and he told me this about how he was able to scale his window cleaning company, and I think we should do it. And here's a plan on how I want to do it. Like, how incredible is that for them to go there, feel valued, because now you're trusting them to go out there, learn, and then want to come home and execute it, instead of you saying, hey, this is what I learned, this is what we're going to do, go do it. So, if you're sitting here saying, like, I can't afford to go all these shows, I get it. It's not easy to get to all of them. Pick and choose, but don't just sit there and say over and over and over every single year that I have to go because I'm the only one that can deliver this information to my team. When I sent my operations manager to a show last year, he had so much fun. He was texting me all through the show saying, hey, this is what I'm learning. This is what I'd like to do. So it's like he's out there like in it, and I didn't go. I let him go by himself, which was even cooler because he had to like see me like, hey, what is he doing? Are you taking notes? Like, just let him go out there and enjoy it. Let him have fun, but then let them come back and show you, and you can build that plan out together instead of just like, here's what we're doing.
Yeah, like you said, so many reasons to have them there.
I think that was 7.
It might have been 7. But that voice and that energy you can't replace. We all know that, like you said, with the example of kids, that they need a different voice speaking into them. And sometimes it resonates much differently. And that energy is contagious. So just the investment in that energy and fire that they're going to receive and bring back to the rest of your team and your company, dividends. If you're talking sales boost and you're sending people that are going to have that fire of sales and come back motivated, they're going to sell much more than it costs you, the cost of the ticket and the cost of getting them there. They will sell their way out of that ticket.
Yeah, just think about it. If you sent your sales team, let's say you sent 2 people, you and a person, and your average ticket, because that's really, a good part of what Pat built his foundation on, was increasing your average ticket by selling bundles and packages. If you're able to increase your average ticket by $400, which might sound like a lot, but it's really not. You're adding one more service that the customer didn't know they needed. So now every ticket is increased by $400. That's 3 jobs, and you've already paid for your ticket. I mean, you could probably sell 3 jobs while sitting in the audience and responding to customers and say, hey, start building those bundles and response a bit or whatever CRM you're using.
Yeah.
And then bam, you made your money back just on 3 jobs. And now he sold 3 jobs. And now we go the next day, 3 jobs, 3 jobs, 3 jobs. So we just increased that average ticket by $400. And then our closing percentage increased by, let's say, 15%, because now we have incredible follow-ups. We're using those keywords that Amanda's going to talk to us about. Get onto the psychology of the customer with a disc profile with Matt Clark. So all these little things, like, you're instantly going to be making money if you implement and execute on it.
Absolutely. I remember people in the crowd last year doing that exact thing. They were changing their prices, changing their bundles, doing that right there in their seats, because they could do that and then making sale. Like, they're so excited. People are taking action and making those sales before they even go home.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting.
So salesboostlive.com, tickets are available. They are selling really fast right now, obviously, because we're getting closer to the season. But salesboostlive.com, you get tickets there. You can find the hotel block. It's downtown Wilmington. Beautiful venue right on the riverfront of Wilmington. Battleship right across the river over there for nice nightlife, all that fun stuff. So we hope to see you there. And if we don't see you there, we hope to see you at least at the other 2 shows. April, I don't know what we're doing in April. Is there an April? Can I look at my calendar real quick?
You can look at your calendar really quick.
There's
some things we're planning out and deciding, because I feel like last year we were at something.
We're talking about traveling overseas. That's right. So
we're still working on our trip to the Philippines, but then we'll be at Clippa.
ClippaCon is May, so that's in San Diego. We'll be there in May for that one.
That's where we met. So
not in San Diego though.
At Clippa.
Yeah, but in Vegas.
And Vegas. But we were both speaking separately.
So I'm excited for travel season.
It's a great season of traveling. And there's more that we haven't even mentioned. These were just the highlights of speeches, the things that we are really working on and preparing to be our best and show up as our best for the people that will be there. And so what's on the forefront of that we're excited about.
Super excited about all the guests we've had on the show lately. And I think this is going to be episode 23 when this goes live. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. And what else?
Entering into our maybe second season. Do we differentiate? Is it a second season? Maybe we'll consider that. Yeah, lots of great people coming up too. We love your feedback. So keep giving it to us. We love to hear what resonates with you about the guests. This was a request that we do episodes on our own, that we talk so much about the guest stories, that we're not always giving our own reflections, that you want to hear a little bit more from us. So ask what you want to hear a little bit more about. We'd love to know that. And we will cover that in the upcoming episodes. That's just us. I interviewed you. So coming up in some episode, you'll interview me about Foxhole moments. I think we should probably do a health one. We post a lot. A lot of people comment on the, different things that we do in our life that definitely support us in our mission and vision. Like, how can we best take care of our bodies to be the best versions of ourselves?
Why don't we do we'll do a product, like what we're taking.
Yeah.
We'll just dive deep into all that.
All of our favorite,
no whole bars back or whatever.
Things that we're taking. That might be like an on-site one. Maybe we could do the Rumble thing in the garage.
Oh, we are going to we talked about shows, but we're heading out to Minneapolis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see Dan Plata and
That's coming in between the ones.
10 of us. I think we're going ice fishing, so that's been kind of exciting. Looking forward to that. Other than the fact that it's
Cold.
Yeah. So, and there's no gym out there.
No gym, but I think we'll do all kinds of cold plunges.
I talked to Zig today. He's like, I don't know how we're gonna dig a hole that big. So I don't know. We need a big auger. Maybe we'll just put like a foot in our arm at a time, dunk our head under. So yeah, we're heading out to Minneapolis in February. Actually, Valentine's Day, we're headed out for that. Going out there for 4 or 5 days. So that'd be exciting. Never been ice fishing. And
Dan was a guest earlier on the show. Yeah, a mutual friend of both of ours. So it's fun, these mutual friend experiences that combine. And I think I have not been invited on the ice fishing trip because I was the only woman. But now that I'm with
your
you,
ticket.
now that I'm
I'm
with you,
your
I get to
ticket.
go.
I'm the golden ticket. Jesus. Guilty by association.
On Dan's show all the time. I'm like, why don't I get invited on any of the trips?
So that's the travel plans, and yeah.
And the show plans and the places that we'll be showing up. So if you're going to be one of these places or in one of the cities that we are,
Yeah, we'd
and you
love to
follow
connect.
us, yeah.
Even if you don't follow us. Well, if you don't follow us, you can't hear us, I guess.
Well, then they won't know where we're at. If they don't follow us on social media, they won't know where we're at.
But yeah, I'd love to connect. Like I said, we're flying out Tuesday to Arizona. It's there till Sunday. So we have Tuesday and Wednesday kind of open right now. What are we gonna do? Maybe we're gonna do
we'll find
let's go
some time.
skydiving.
Another adventure.
Yeah, why not?
For sure.
All right. I don't know. Is that it? We got more?
I don't know if I can. I mean, that's about half an hour. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
I think that was a good episode on showing up and yeah.
All right. Ooh,
Ooh.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps up this episode. That was a fun kind of like actually gave me a look at what we're doing for the next 3 months because I knew, but now that we said it out loud, I have a better idea. So hope to see whoever's out in Arizona next week, and then Orlando. We're actually going to go hopefully take the kids and go to Disney too. So we'll do a Disney trip while we're down there. But most importantly, we hope to see everybody at Sales Boost Live in March 20th to the 23rd. So much exciting stuff there. We got welcome reception. We have comedy night. We have VIP gambling night with all you can drink and eat.
Hospitality room all week.
So much
for
fun
the
stuff.
VIPs and elites. Yeah.
22 action-packed, value-giving speakers ready to deliver. Just get your tickets before they sell out. Last year they sold out, and I remember like while at the show or the day before, everybody's like asking Pat, "Can I go? Can I go?" Like, it's not like we want to say no to you. It's just the hotel gives us a certain amount of people, and once we sell out, that's the food, that's the capacity. So just don't delay. That's not a gimmick.
Yeah,
we want you there though.
We do want you there.
All right. Well, that's another episode of In the Foxhole. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for another episode next week.